Hello, longboarding mom. It is early in the morning. I'm having a rough day. My husband is in the hospital right now. He hurt his finger a couple months ago. His middle finger bent it backwards. It's kind of hard to talk about. So we kind of got heavily into drinking, and I want to say we, but it was mainly my husband. Because I would have a couple drinks when I would quit, and then he would drink the rest of the bottle, which became a problem. And then he started hiding it from me. And so, anyway, um, he hurt his finger one night while I was sleeping, and he thinks he bent it backwards. So, since then, we have not had a single drink. Oh, I lied. We had a drink on our anniversary, and I was really worried about that because I was so worried that he was going to get back into drinking again, and he didn't because of his finger. It has been hurting him for months, and so we finally, um, I took him to the emergency room yesterday because it was like, okay, so his fingers normally, like, say it's my size, and it was swollen like this big, and he can't close it. He can barely bend it. It doesn't hurt anymore. So whatever he did to it, that part has healed, but something else has not healed. And they said that it's infected, which you can't tell because I mean the swelling, and yes, it had a little fever, is what she said, and she scolded him and said you should have gone sooner, which I have been telling him to go to the emergency room, but we don't have insurance. So I had insurance, we had insurance, but I can't afford insurance. And so I just told him, just go to the doctor. We will pay for this bill. If I have to pay $50 a month, I will pay this bill. So now it's to the point where they might have to do surgery, which we already thought about that anyway. That's why he didn't want to go. And his heart has been AFib since he got there, and they won't do surgery unless they can figure out this heart thing. Well, we can't afford to do all this heart stuff to fix his finger. And I know that he's just under a lot of stress right now, anxiety, and his heart does this when he's like a very hyperactive person, and he can control his heart. This is weird. We were in the hospital one time because they thought he was having heart problems, and they hook him up to the machine, and he was, I mean, it was like, getting hooked up to that stuff that was all over the place and stuff. But once we sat there and we kind of relaxed a little bit and we're watching a little bit of TV and stuff, his heart rate dropped, and it was down in like the 50s. And they everything was fine, but they wouldn't release us because his heart rate was too low. So we had to get his heart rate up so that they would release us because his heart monitor kept going off and stuff. Well, I had to leave him in the hospital last night so I can come home and sleep and stuff, and everything. And I get this message this morning, and he's like, they're trying to hook me up to all this heart stuff, and we can't afford this. I was like, don't worry about the money. We will figure this out. And so he's refused the heart stuff. I don't know what's gonna happen. He needs to have the surgery. They kept him overnight because they wanted to pump him full of antibiotics so they get the swelling down, so they could see really what's wrong with his finger. He damaged it pretty bad, and the swelling and the tendon or something, it's like starting to mess with his bone and stuff. So like, gotta do something. I don't know, but so to pass my time before I get back to the hospital, I had bought a whole bunch of pineapples. Whole bunch of pineapples. They're $3 normally, and I got them for $1.47 each. So I decided, the other day I opened up a can of pineapples, and they didn't taste very good. They weren't sweet. They were just bland looking and stuff like that. And my sister's canned pineapples. She's made pineapple juice and stuff. So I thought I would try this. I don't think I even cut a pineapple before. So we're going to cut pineapples. We're going to can these pineapples. We're going to make juice out of these pineapples. Try to keep myself busy until I get back to the hospital. I might even make pineapple upside down cake. Can it in the little jars like I did the cheesecakes because I'm the only one that likes it. So we'll see. how much time I have and what I can do, okay? I have rinsed off all of my pineapples. Like I said, I have never done this before. And one of the TikTok videos said you tear this off and you can bounce it, bounce it, bounce it. It's way too early in the morning. I don't want to wake up any of my neighbors. But if you bounce, 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 about 10 times, she said, and then you roll it, you can just pull these out. But that's not what I'm going to do today because I want to save the core and whatever else I need to do. So I'm going to cut right down the middle. And they have little things here. I need to get this core out right here. That right there is not good to eat. Ooh, some of this pineapple is super, super ripe. See, it was kind of squishy. So I bought 2 pineapples the other day. And I was like, 2 pineapples. I wonder how much that's going to make. So I started looking up all these recipes and stuff. And one of them said I need 7 pineapples to make 9 pints. And then I think like this. Let's do this. It's a little safer than what I was trying to do there. I didn't get it all. But here's the deal. I'm going to save all the cores and the skin. Not the skin part, but part of the skin. I don't even know how to cut this off, you guys. I'm going to make little chunks. Ooh. Like so. I should have watched them at work. They process pineapples at work all the time, and I don't even know how they do it. I just run in, grab some slices, and run out really fast. But let's see. Be really careful. I'm cutting towards my hand. But see how that worked out really good. Now, I would not do this if my father-in-law just sharpened these knives, because he sharpened. I mean, I would have slid right through this with one of the knives my father-in-law does for me. So this is all gonna go. I got trash, and then I've got stuff that I'm gonna make juice out of, and I'm somehow, you don't want the skin, but you want all of this. So I don't know how I'm going to save that yet. I'm gonna put all this in a bowl here because my jars are in the big old pot to be sanitized. I wonder if I could scrape it with my scraper. Because I want most of this to go in my juice. I want really good juice, sweet juice. So you can use the juice for your canning your pineapple. You can make juice. You can make pineapple jelly. I will be right back. I need somewhere to put this because I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. garbage on there. Make sure I don't see. Okay, the ones with the little pieces that have stuff on it, I'm just going to throw it in here because I'm going to strain it later anyway. So if it's got little pieces of stuff I don't want, like this, it'll just get strained out, but it'll make good juice, right? There's a little piece there. Okay. I want to call my sister and go, what do I do? Help! I mean, she sends me recipes, or when she doesn't have time, she's like, go check this page out and stuff. It's a Canning Rebels site on Facebook, and so I'll go look at it. But there are so many recipes, and I know that my sister will already have like good recipes. Whoops, I forgot to do this first. Good recipes, or have found a good recipe, you know, and she's already tried it and it worked. And see, there's got to be a way to do it like this. Yum. I can't wait. Yeah, I was making pizza the other night and I put the pineapple on it and I just did not care for it. It was not sweet at all. My son's like, it was good. Wait till he tries this. He's going to love this. I was going to try to do ringlets so I could make my pineapple upside down cake, but that's not easy to do if I'm going to cut it the way I am, right? And some of this is really ripe, so it's just shredding. I'm going to try a different way of cutting my next pineapple. All that juice in there too. Okay, let's try a different way to cut this pineapple. I don't know. This one's probably not as ripe as the other one. Should I slice it down like so? No. How do you cut pineapples without wasting all the good stuff? I don't know. But this is how I read to cut them. Cut it in half. Cut it in half again. And then you cut the core out of it. Oops. This goes over here. Yeah, so far this is the easiest way for me. We'll get right there, and then I'll go like so. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, you see me cut enough pineapple. I will come back when I am filling my jars and I figure out how to cut the skin to make my pineapple juice with. So we'll be back later. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I've only got 1 1/4 pineapples cut. And, you know, it's been 20 minutes. I might go faster because I'm not going to be talking and I'll be concentrating. Maybe I can call my sister. It's, you know, 6:20 in the morning. She might be awake now. She's usually awake before me. So funny. She's usually, yeah, way awake before me. And I'm always surprised. But she's always up doing stuff early in the morning. Either got to drop off one of her boys to go work on the, or I did that, to go work on the crab boats. Her other son works in construction and he makes pretty good money doing that too. They both do. So she's always up early getting them off to work, giving them rides or whatever. Okay, guys, stop watching me cut dangerously. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so this is all of my scraps. My sister said boil it all of it. So we're going to boil it, put it in the refrigerator overnight, and then we're going to strain it. It was so funny. I'm sitting there trying to separate everything, right? And I call my sister, I was like, so am I supposed to separate everything and then cut as much pineapple off the peel as I can so that I can boil it? And she's like, no, you boil the whole dang thing. So I was like, I was taking all that time. Luckily I only did the 2 pineapples and 2 pineapples, and then I called her and asked her for her sisterly advice. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I am taking my cut pineapple. They're not even, of course, you know, different sizes. I don't care. It's going to be fresh, good pineapple. And you just scoop it into your container here. And you want to leave about, I'm going to say, 1/4 of a headspace room there. And then I am using my filtered water, my spring water. You can use simple syrup if you would like, but who needs more sugar? Pineapple is already sugary enough. And then I've got 3 pineapples left over there because, wow, look at all this. I called my sister. Guess what she's doing? She's doing pineapples too, but she only bought 2 pineapples because she's got lots of pineapple at home already. And her juices and her pineapple jelly and stuff. So she's got all that stuff already. So she's like, I don't need a lot. I just wanted more pineapple. So she said 1 pineapple made 3 jars. And I was like, oh, no, I only got 9 jars ready. So I did 4 pineapples. And she also said she's got a core for her pineapple. And all you do is like cut off the top, stick it in, and it does all the work for you. So you don't even have to peel it. You don't have to take the core out. And you've got rings, and I want a couple rings so I can make my pineapple upside down cake. She said I can do chunks, you know. I could do chunks if I want to. And I was thinking about that, but I was like, I have to go back to town anyway, so I might as well go to town, go to my work, steal the pineapple core because we don't use it. We don't use it at work. So I'm going to take that from work and make pineapple rings. I might have to do some more jars, you guys. So anyway, I'm cold starting this. So everything is going to be cold. My pineapple is cold. Well, room temperature. This is room temperature water. And then I'm going to stick it in. Oops, I think I filled that one a little too full. Definitely have to wash these rims. I might have to put a little bit more water in some of these. That's all the fun of trying new things, right? I've never done this before. I've got 4 jars left, and look at all this pineapple I still have left. I'm going to have to do some more jars. Or take some pineapple to eat, right? As a snack. Ooh. My mother-in-law is going to be at the hospital probably when I get there. I talked to my husband as well. He's, still scared. I told him, don't worry about the money. Go get that heart stuff taken care of. We've got to do that. His mom said the same damn thing. Sorry, I'm cussing. He's just worried about going into debt. We've not been in debt for a long time, and I know I should have had insurance, but that costs a lot of money for a family that doesn't make a lot of money. Oh, I love pineapple. Pineapple juice is so good for you. The bromelain or whatever that's in it. And then see all this water that I'm pouring in? That's more pineapple juice that I get to drink when I open up these jars. I can't wait. You know what? That might have been just right. I'm glad I stopped cutting pineapple. I'm just going to have just a little bit left over to munch on while I'm canning and making all this stuff. And then we are going to, after we clean off the rims and stuff, we are going to put these back in my big canner back there and water bath these for 20 minutes. Wow, I think one more jar would have done it. And I don't have any, I have more jars, I just don't have them sanitized. Stick that in there. I'm going to clean these rims off. We're going to put these in the water bath. I'll see you back here, hopefully, in about 30 minutes. Oh, it's going to take longer because the water's got to come up to boil first. Okay, this is my 9 jars, pint size pineapple, no water yet added. Getting ready to boil over there. Oh, pineapple juice, canned pineapple, yum. My house smells amazing. I've got the pineapple juice boiling, 15 minutes, and then let it cool. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator overnight, and then I'm going to strain it, and I'm going to water bath it for 10 minutes. That pot there has 9 jars of pineapple chunks, and I started it cold water bath. So that means it's cold pineapple, cold water, cold jars, cold water in the pot itself. And it has not came up to boil yet. So I was boiling, started that up, before I put the jars in and stuff. So that started boiling first, and it's been boiling for 15 minutes. Now this one here, it's kind of getting ready to boil. It's got little bubbles and stuff. So as soon as it starts to boil, like the roiling, what is that word? I don't know. Anyway, got a lot going on, a lot on my mind. My husband is doing the EKG thingy or whatever. Told him I would put everything in the refrigerator and come, and he said don't come and just sit here. But I don't want him to be alone. So his mom's on his way there. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to pull them out of the water bath. I've got a little extra pineapple to take with me. I'm going to grab him some snacks and stuff. So when he gets out of surgery, he'll have some good food, because we all know hospital food is. And last night I brought him a taco, because we got there at like 12 o'clock, 12:30ish, and they kept bringing them in and out. There was a lot of weird people in there. A lot of people from my town, which was really weird. I mean, a lot of people. I was like, we should have carpooled. But anyway, so we're there, and in and out, in and out. I went shopping. I came back. I bought ice cream thinking that he was going to be in and out. And I put it in, the freezer bag and stuff, and ordered pizza. And when they said 45 minutes for the pizza, I was like, I'm going to go get some ice for my ice cream. Luckily, I did that, because I came back and my husband's like, they're going to keep me. So I told my husband, I said, you check. He's already checked into the hospital, but so you get settled in. I'm going to take my son home. I'm going to take the pizza home. I'm going to take the ice cream home. Grab you some stuff, like pajamas and, deodorant and stuff like that. And his pillow. So, he's got to stay in the hospital overnight. So I want him to be comfortable, even though he wasn't. He called me at midnight. So that's what's going on right now. I know I'm doing a video, but I'm trying to keep myself busy. I've got 3 more pineapples to process. So I'm going to show you guys how to core it with a little core thing, and then we'll make the rings. And I'm going to actually water bath some rings too. My sister's so cool. I love calling her and saying, hey, how do you do this? Hey, how do you do that? And she's younger than me, and I still learn from her. We learn something every day. So I'm going to check that pot 10 more or 20 more minutes, and then I'm going to 25 more minutes, because I've got 20 minutes, 5 minutes to let it cool, then pull it out of the pot. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Five more minutes. That juice inside of there looks so good. I might have to make a pizza next week and use my pineapple. Although I've got a lot of canned pineapple in the cupboard. I don't like it anymore, because look how gorgeous that looks. Wow. When already sealed. That is such a satisfying noise when you hear the dink, dink. So I am going to go to the hospital now. Let those sit there. They need 24 hours to sit. I'll come back after the hospital. I'll check them all. make sure they probably will seal by then. I don't even know which one's sealed yet. But I'm going to dump this water, clean up a little bit, and get out of here because I'm anxious to go see my husband.